Hello everyone and welcome to VRML channel 2. Today we're bringing you some games for Friday because this is Friday. So for our first game we've got Team Comet versus Fenrir. This is like a gold game, and of course I'm Ollie. Joining me is Lockie11, and on the cams is our wonderful Wolfo. So Lockie, how are you feeling about this first game of the 3 that we have tonight?
I am looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to seeing some of this player base and seeing what they can do. We've obviously got our caster buddy alongside in there playing for Team Comet. That's Rhett at Worm, ladies and gentlemen. But yeah, I guess we'll see. I mean, they're usually using Team Comet are usually using what's his name? Help me out here. What's his name?
Meji?
Find out. Meji, yeah, they're usually using Menacing Meji, but said they're going to be using Samura. I'm not sure why Meji's up, but he is. With that being said, I hope these teams can get ready up, going pretty quickly without the 5th player being here as well, unless that's a league.
It might be a league sub. Well, we'll have to find out. Looks like the players are discussing. So we'll just get that ready up ping so they know they can get going. Or maybe, oh no, it looks like the Sebastian Asling is going to be subbing for Samura. And yeah, subbing.
Subbing.
When you sub for Samura, subbing.
When you sub for a Samura, can that be like a thing for multiple people? Like if your name begins with S, it's not subbing for that player. Like say it was Sebastian, no, I'm not even going to try and make subbing and Sebastian become a thing. And Sebastian's gone anyway.
3v4 question mark.
3v4? We love to see it.
We love to
please don't. I don't want to do that. I don't want that to be a thing. I don't want to have to watch a 3v4 tonight. That's not what I'm about.
I mean, 3v4s, speaking of 3v4s, for anyone that recognizes Fenrir, I believe they played 3v4 in the Master Tier qualifiers. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure I saw that.
I think they did. Yeah, I think you're right in that. I'm sad that I didn't get to play them because that would have been fun. 3v4 is enjoyable.
3v4 is enjoyable when you're the 4, right?
Yeah. I was about to say, if you're on the 4 side, it's enjoyable. If you're on the 3 side, it's just mostly sad and mostly complaining. Having said that, though, I did cast a game last night over on the NA side. Don't know the teams. Not going to find out. Too lazy for that. But it was a 3v4 and the 3-1, which was pretty hype. Having said that, I mean, the other team, the team before, had a perma goalie, so it's basically a 3v3 with a person at the back doing basically nothing.
Fair enough. 3v3s are... Well, I mean, with a perma goalie, it's basically is a 3v3, like you said, and the only thing is you can't really clear too far, because then it'll just come right back, right?
Yeah. It did help a lot of the time with the clears, but at the same time, like, they could have just won every single offense, but they didn't because the guy just stayed back in goal. So it's got its ups and downs. It depends on what level of gameplay you're up against. It depends. I mean, if you put it in master tier and you're gonna have a perma goalie, well, that's a great decision. Good luck having fun losing every single match.
With perma goalies, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
that's it.
You may as well be a 3 at that point, to be honest. You really...
Yeah.
Perma goalies are only useful when it comes to actually needing a goalie, which is... Unless you're getting absolutely destroyed, not all of the time.
Mostly never of the time. Unless you've suddenly got like the next Aventera that just saves 90% of shots. But even then, you shouldn't be permagoaling because you're just not going to connect on an offense. And well done, you've saved shots. It's always going to be a draw then until the one time that they do get through, because you're never going to get an offense going because you only got 3 players doing an offense.
And you won't get better being a perma goalie. Not even your goalie skills. I mean, maybe a bit, but not really going to be much of a player, much of a better player by just perma goalying.
Although in my eyes, you can train everything in an Echo player, but you can't train a good goalie. It's something. I mean, I don't think you can. You can tell them, yeah, do this, do this, do this, but like you either have the reaction timing and the mechanics for it, and you either are good at reading the disc or you're not. I mean, it's one or the other. You're either good or you're bad. It's 1 or 0. It's just if you're lucky enough. I mean, half of it sometimes comes down to if you're tall enough to do it. I mean, if you're not even tall enough to reach the other half of the goal, well, that's unfortunate because now you got to force yourself to do a different type of goalie strat. So that sucks.
I think that not being able to teach thing is, I think it mostly applies to most things in Echo, to be honest. Like, well, some things you can give tips and they'll be more useful than others. Like regrabbing, the tips will probably be more useful than in goalie. But in the end, you just gotta practice it to actually get good at it. Speaking of practicing, these teams will practice already up pressing as they get into this game finally.
Yeah, just to finish off that conversation, I reckon you can train everything, but you can't train a goalie. With that being said, the countdown's coming down, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get into this match. It's Team Comet versus 42-0, and it's Oriellum coming out to start getting the disc. I think that's how you pronounce that name. Let's try it again. Oriellum. I'm going to call him Oriellum. Anyway, it's in the hands of Oriellum. He's going to flick it over to the left side to Sebastian. Sebastian now taking his time on the back line, looking for maybe his reset. He's going to make it. Good choice there. All of his players covered. Yasai going to try and flick that one all the way over to Retta. Does get away with it. Gets a pass all the way over to Oriellum once again. Oriellum down. That's a dangerous position. Sebastian now he's oh, that was a close pass to Retta. Well, that would have sealed the deal, I think. And now it's going to be cleared out by young B8E.
And the clear coming right back into the hands of Jaxpy. Jaxpy sending this one forward, and it will bounce off some Geo into the hands of nobody, as it does just juke everybody by itself as Jaxpy does send it over to Young. Young will just go forward, and I'll send it up to Pyro. Pyro will go down below to the ground, sending that pass forward up to Young. Young making their way forward up to Pixel, and Pixel plays it in forward to start off Fenrir with the early lead.
Good passing play there. You're just going to get around the goal most times out of 10 with a passing play like that. Leaving a man unmarked on the bottom is going to help 42-0 get towards 42-0 maybe in this game. Hopefully not for Comet. Hopefully not for Retta. Well, but this side. Take it. Passing all the way over to the right side. Good bounce pass. Good catch. Sebastian flicking this one all the way down. No catches coming from the side of 42-0, but eventually young B8E is going to be able to take it. Young now passing back to Jaxpy. Jaxpy moving up. He's got a stack now with Young. Jaxpy getting the clear. That's all the way through. Bouncing high. Bouncing off the Geo. Not into the hands. Into Pixel Craze's hands. He's taking the shot. He's missing the shot. Oriellum looking to track it down. Looking to retake it. Sebastian also looking to take it. No one's getting a hand on it except for that stack. Young B8E once again taking it. Looking for the pass over to Pixel Craze. Pixel Craze eventually getting it.
Pixel just resetting it back to Young. Young just trying to juke out that defender. We'll go forward to Pixel again. Pixel making his way up. We'll go for the cup pass over to Pyro. Pyro will send this one in for another 2. I believe it is Fenrir, right? Or is it 42-0 that's on the orange team? That is winning.
The name wrong the entire time. If you tell me this now, I'm going to be disappointed. It's Fenrir. It's Fenrir. My bad.
Honestly,
well, Fenrir, and now I'll lead it.
Blame it on Retep for typing the wrong name in, I guess, for when he gave us the link. Anyways, Retep now just making his way forward. We'll send it across over to Sebastian. Sebastian taking a shot and placing it low. We'll put Comet's first 2 points on the board.
Comet's first 2 points, maybe the start of some momentum here. They can just push forwards and keep this going, get some more points. I mean, they're only now 2 points behind, 2-point deficits with all the time in the world to do it. Let's see, they're coming out here looking for a quick stack, looking for the uppercut. Misses it with the pressure with the stack, though, still putting on a lot of pressure. Going to be taken now by Young. Young, this time moving into the other side, flicking it over to the right side. Pyro being pressured by the stack. Retep Retup's going to be getting a hand on it eventually, looking for this quick clear, get a bounce off the Geo, unfavorably for him as he looks to recollect it. Oriellum nearly gets it. Oriellum eventually gets a stun. Retup gets the disc. A clear has come out now, and that's bouncing off the Geo over to the other side.
Now picked up by Young, stacked up Jack's Pie, but that stack gets quickly destroyed as the clear just gets stuck into mid. Picked up again by Pixel, who gets stolen by Retap. Retap goes across to Sebastian, an open goal. He takes a shot and he just dings the 3 as it is recovered now by Yasai. Fex, Yasai trying to do some pump fakes, will send it straight in the hands of Jack's Pie, and Jack's Pie will send that one straight out.
Alrighty, and a clear. Through now, eventually going to be in the hands, I believe, of Pyro's. Pyro takes it, moves it up to the other side, and also, if I am quieter than It's Me Ollie by quite a bit, Wolfo turned me up a little bit. I don't know if that's true, but according to Scrum, that's the case. Anyway, Jax now going to give it to Pixel Craze. Pixel Craze giving it to Young all the way with the reset.
Now Jack's Pie receiving that pass from Young. Let's just say that was from Young. As it goes across back to Pyro. Pyro not able to pick this one up as it goes in the hands of Retap. Retap looking for the clear. I was just going to slowly make its way out, but recovered by Jack's Pie. Jack's Pie going forward up to Pyro. Pyro with a bit of an open goal. We'll just take his time. We'll send it forward up to Pixel. Maybe looking for a shot off the boot. Maybe that was accidental, but picks it up again off the clear. Making his way in and stolen by Jack's Pie. The 2 points will be there for Fenrir. Now 6-2. And Fenrir is a 3v4 again.
Yep, and they're going to pause. That's unfortunate for the side of Fenrir. I saw the dropout. I thought it was me lagging, but nope. It's the player there. Dropping out, unfortunately, for the side of Fenrir. And I've been told that both of us are quiet. I don't know if that's my Twitch being quiet, but you are right. We are a little bit quiet. Wolfo, maybe turn us up a little bit, because I think we're quiet. At least it's much quieter than how I'm actually speaking. I'm not speaking that loudly, though, but hopefully we can get a bit louder for your ears. Maybe turn the game up. That might help, you know. Maybe turn the Twitch up. That might give a little bit of help, you know, guys.
Maybe turn your volume up.
Yeah.
On your PC or mobile device. Because you never know. Some people, they think it's all the way up and it's like actually halfway. And it's like, why is it so quiet? And they realize, because it's not all the way.
Also, you've got the volume mixer thing in settings. That'll turn it up a little bit more. But having said that, unless I'm one of those idiots that hasn't turned my thing up the entire way, it is a bit quiet. I don't know if that's changed, but that's better according to DCB Oculus. Thank you for letting us know. And I agree, it is a bit better. I sound a lot louder. I sound proper to me. 4-point deficit, though, already. How long's gone left on the pause? That's what? They got 3.5 minutes left on the pause, unless I'm terrible at maths, which I am, but I think I can do 5 minus 1 minute and 20 seconds about, I think, somewhat. I was good enough at maths to do that, at least. I do hate how it's 5 minutes pause. It's unfortunate. Oh, but they've got their 4th in, so maybe Fenrir gonna unpause now that they got Young back in.
Hopefully they'll unpause soon. I mean, they don't want to lose this momentum. They're 4 points up with just about halfway into the first round, so you know they don't want to cool off, I guess you could say, because then Team Comet could make that comeback.
Team Comet might just do that. I want to see a bit of a comeback here, a bit of a comeback story from the side of Comet. If they can just get some more points. 4 points only, they're not that far off. Just 4 points and they'll be back in this game, looking dangerous, looking for maybe an overtime. I'd appreciate that. Maybe even a round 3. I'd appreciate both of those things. With that being said, I'm seeing a pause start to come to its end. Let's get back into this game. The timer is rolling once again. It is now Fenrir Comet for the Joust advantage.
And it'll be Cyphex taking that QB. Will send it up to Sebastian. Sebastian doing a bit of juking, manages to get past the stack as you just send it forward up to Retap. Bohem Retap now looking to maybe get the back pass off, and he does get the back pass off to, I'm just going to call this person Ori, as Ori now taking his time. We'll send it all the way back to Cyphex. Yasai sending the forward back to Ori. Ori trying to make his way forward, but Fenrir doing a bit of good work on defense, you know, good coverage. As now Retap sends the pass up to Sebastian. Sebastian off the backboard, but just a little bit off. It's going to be in the hands of Jack's Pie for the clear.
A little bit off, and that was a good one to get, but the player on the back line, Yasai, takes it, looks for the cross pass to Retup. Retup Takes it, moving in slowly, setting up a strong offense, not pushing too fast, not pushing without thought, question, or reason. It's over to Ori. Ori now looking for the cut pass, not going to make it in the hands of Young. Young does take the disc, does look for the clear. That looks like it's going all the way through, bouncing into the mid zone, recollected by Pixel Craze. Pixel Craze dinging the shot. That's unfortunate for the side of Fenrir.
That would have been a good 3-pointer to have to just extend their lead even further. But now Team Comet have an option for their 3-pointer of their own, as Cyphex does make it 12 meters a second from 12 meters away and 1 minute 12 seconds. As he does make the 3-pointer, and now it's just a 1-point deficit, 6-5.
6-5. A good 3-pointer to have for both sides, but guess who do have it? It's Comet. When is a 3-pointer not good to have, by the way? It's always good to have. It's always a nice little feeling. I mean, yeah. I guess if you're trying to be nice and you don't want to mercy them, I guess no, there's never a bad time. But guess who have it? It's Team Comet. Now Pyro taking his time as well as it. Back to Pixel. Pixel slow a defense, slow attack that they were trying to start there. Sebastian takes it. Sebastian flick it over to the left side. Ori takes it. Ori all the way over to Retta. Retta with an attack on bubble. This could be good. Ori takes it. Ori with the Chicago onto Pixel Craze, and that's a 1-point lead, not for Fenrir, but now for Team Comet.
A nice little cut pass there, and you saw Pixel was very disappointed with that because it was very clearly in his hands and then just teleported into the goal. But you know, it is what it is. You got to move on. And so 1-point lead is now Fenrir. Gets it off their teammate's head and just slaps it away. Some miscommunication there, some messing up, as now Ori sends it up to Retep Worm. Retep making his way forward into the goal again, and a nice stop from Jax Pie, just getting in there last second to cover that area. And now as he sends it clear all the way out, actually maybe it could be in off this bounce. No, just a little bit wide.
A little bit close as well, and Young B nearly with the recollect, but Yesai getting the stun. Missing the stack is the side of Fenrir. That might hurt. Retup's now pushing forwards. Retup's got this open pass into the mid zone. It's all the way through. An attack on bubble could be coming through. Sebastian on pillar now makes it all the way to Retup. Retup takes a shot, and another Chicago going to Pixel Craze. Now that one hurts. That's unfortunate. It's a 3-point lead now to Team Comet with only 1:50, and this is looking dangerous. I'd recommend going for 2-2s. You have the time for it.
So they've made a bit of a comeback now, and they are now 3 in the lead. As now Fenrir takes that joust advantage. Pixel sending this one through the tunnel, taking some bounces though. It will go across into nobody's hands as Retep looks to track it down. And he will do just that as he sends it forward for his friendly stack to come by. As Yesai picks this one up, sends it up to Sebastian. Sebastian not quite able to reach this, but he will recover it off the bounce. As now he is going to just go for the back pass back to Ori, and Ori just taking his time at the back line. Will just try to get past his defense.
Gets it to Retep, and Retep with the attack. This could seal the deal, but a dinger is going to make it a bit harder for them. The spin shot doesn't hit. Retep's taking it. Retep's got the cuts. Ori Loim, whatever that name is. Ori's made it with a 5-point lead, I believe. That is now going to be round 1 to Team Comet, and even if it is possible, let's all be honest here, realistically, it's not gonna happen today.
That was some good work from Team Comet there in the bubble as well. They kept missing a couple of shots, but then they just recovered it, got a quick pass off and kept possession, and then eventually got the goals. Now Young tries to look for the goal with Jax Pie. Jax Pie receives it at the back line. Jax just doing a bit of juking, trying to get past his defense a little bit. We'll send it across to Pyro. Pyro just taking his time here on the Geo. Will look for the back pass down to Young. Young making his way forward now. We'll go up to Jax Pie. Jax Pie doing a bit of juking, but loses it to the head of Sebastian. And the Cyphex picks it up and clears it out in less than 15 seconds remain. It looks like this round is pretty much sealed by Team Comet, as Retep does put it in to definitely 100% seal it with less than 5 seconds remain. Definitely
100% seal it for sure. That's a strong comeback. What was it? 6-2 at one point? 6-2 at one point. It's 4-0 at the very start, but a good comeback from 4 points down to have a check 7 points up. A strong take from the side of Team Comet. Good comeback, and now that is going to be a lot of momentum going into this round 2, and that pause from Fenrir might have been a mistake because it's helped. It looks like it's helped for the side of Comet.
It looks like it has. Fenrir didn't have enough chances on the bubble to attack. I mean, even if we do take away that 4 points that the goalie got Chicago'd from, it would still be 6-9. So Fenrir just didn't have enough chances to attack, I guess. They had one at the end, but after the pause, it kind of just slowed them down a bit. And, just Team Comet kind of got used to them, I guess, and just piled on some points and eventually took it 13-6.
Yeah, I do like to express this sometimes that I don't think it should be called a joust advantage because really, especially at the top level, it's not really a joust advantage. It's more of a disadvantage. And it shows here as soon as you get on the back foot, you're playing in your own half and you got players coming at you with already planned defenses, plans, counter QBs, especially trying to get through the chokehold point that is mid. It's much thinner. It's much harder to get through there, and getting out of your own half is very difficult. Shown here, as soon as they got disadvantage state, they were in it for a long time, in it for the whole game. With that being said, it's Comet coming away with it to start. Once again, bouncy round nearly recollected by Comet with that stack. Ori looks to take it, Ori looks to back it out, and good back out choice. But execution not there as JackSpy takes it, and JackSpy gets the clear. In fact, that might be close to a shot. No, gonna bounce weirdly. Unfortunately for Ori as he looked to recollect that. JackSpy takes it once again, losing it. However, Young B is getting all these stuns out as he moves forwards, gets his pass to Pixel Graze. Pixel Graze with a 0-angle shot. And a beautiful shot at that.
A clean shot to start off Fenrir with his 2 points. With this early lead, a similar thing to what happened in round 1, except let's hope, at least Fenrir hopes that they can keep this going now instead of, Comet coming back, because now Comet does take the joust advantage. Yes, sending this one up to Sebastian. Sebastian does get stunned out though. Recovered now by Young. Young stacked with JackSpy, and another stack from Fenrir coming through as Pyro picks this one up on an open goal shortly. We'll send it in, but a nice headbutt save there coming in from one of the Comet players.
And now, Yesai takes it, looks for the clear now. Actually, a pass to Sebastian. Sebastian moving back, dodging the stack, getting this throw all the way up. Gonna bounce off, and it's Pyro. Pyro takes it. Pyro Chicagoing. No, sorry, not Chicagoing. Trying to enter no one, but does back it out to Pixel. Pixel moves up, takes his time, looks for the high clear. Stack's not gonna make it. This is an opportunity for the side of Fenrir. They're gonna take it. Young moves forwards, passes, and goal by JackSpy. 4 points up for Fenrir.
A good pass there. A lot of teams at this level, they don't really realize that they should get that extra pass, just to get it to the goal quicker. They could have shot the 3, but I guess it wasn't the best of angles. But they got that pass there to get it to the goal quicker and secure the 2 points, because if he tried to walk it, Comet would have probably taken that off his hands. And now Ori sends one into the hands of, not into the hands of Retep, as Retep just miss it, as Pixel does kind of nearly just miss that clear. It just gets stuck in the tunnel. Sebastian recovering it now for Comet. We'll send it up to Yesai making his way forward. Slowly, we'll send the pass down to Retep. Retep getting stunned out though by JackSpy, and JackSpy will look for this clear all the way back out.
All the way back out, bouncing high, bouncing into the hands of JackSpy. JackSpy takes a shot, but Sebastian's got it. Sebastian takes it now, looking for the clear. Gonna bounce Geo into the hands of Pixel Craze. Pixel Craze looking for the pass over to Pyro. Not gonna make it though. Bouncing off the Geo. Pyro's eventually gonna get it. Pyro now in the midline, looking for this cross pass. Makes it to Young B. Young B taking his time with that stack. Oh, a missed pass and a good catch, a good read, keeping his hands up and ready. That's Retep Worm, and Sebastian takes this. Sebastian looks for a clear, not going to make it. Retep's going to make it back. That's close to a shot. Not going to go in today, though. Supported by the stack, and the stack's missed it. That's unfortunate. That could have been the momentum they needed to get started in this second round. With that being said, the stack is here from Fenrir. They're looking to recollect. They're looking to score. Pixel Craze, an attack on Bubble, looking for this cut pass. Makes it, and the steal save from Sebastian as the clear comes through.
And that Comet start coming through as well, picked up by Ori. Ori on an open goal takes a shot, and the goalie just barely missing it by an inch as he does get the 3. So now closing that gap hugely is Ori. Now bringing it down to just a 1-point lead, 4-3. And this could be a similar thing to last round. They could start their comeback now.
Nice shot from Ori. Not the easiest of angles, especially with pressure coming in from the stack. Not much time to take it as well, but does take it, does make it. Stack not back in time, and it's a 1-point lead, and this could be dangerous. Another shot coming through, looking for the backboard to dodge. Pixel Craze not going to make it all the way, though. Does dodge Pixel Craze eventually into his hands. However, Sebastian takes it on the return from the clear. Young B misses, gets the disc. Sorry, as the missed pass, missed whatever comes through as there's an open goal. The three-pointer is being taken. It's a two-pointer, though. Unfortunately for young B8E, that's a three-point lead once again.
A 7-meter 2 coming in, so now a 3-point lead to Fenrir, 6-3. As we do approach the second half of this second round, as it will be Team Comet with the Joust advantage coming out. It will be Yasifex picking it up, as it looks like Retep may have disconnected as he was just sat there in the tunnel. So Comet now with the 3v4, as Young and Jaxpie with a bit of a dribble, sending it forward. Retep comes back just in time, but misses the disc, picked up by Jaxpie. Jaxpie goes to the shot and puts it in for another two, 8-3. A 5-point lead now to Fenrir. I mean, we could be seeing a round 3 here.
Missed disc there. That's unfortunate for the side of Comet. And I reckon we're getting close to seeing around 3. A 5-point lead is not just now a slightly dangerous lead. That's a huge lead for the side of Fenrir. But Joust advantage, as they like to call it. I don't like to call it that. Sebastian takes it, looking for this pass all the way down, misses it. And now the stack recollect. Young B looking for this clear into the tube. Yasai takes it. Yasai, bounce pass, not going to make its mark. However, bouncing into the hands of Yasai. Once again, the self-pass coming full circle as Retep looking at an open goal. That's dangerous. And that is silly from the side of Fenrir. Miscommunication as the goal is left wide open for the man himself. Retep Worm to put in an honestly brilliant shot, and that's what you need to come back. That's what you need. A 5-point lead is dangerous because of that 3-pointer that you might have to get to equal it up, but there it is, and now it's only a 2-point lead.
Definitely a silly mistake, as now that lead that they have, that good lead of 5 points has been pretty much cut in half, as now the shot comes through, nearly making it in, but Jaxpie able to recover this one now for Fenrir, looking for the clear. That one will be all the way out back into the side of Team Comet, as now a chance for Fenrir to extend that lead again, as Young gets there first, getting pressured, do a bit of a behind the back shot, maybe just a pass attempt, as now Retep picks it up again and looks for the clear, but it goes straight in the hands of Pyro at the backline. Pyro now up to Jaxpie. Jaxpie going across, a bounce pass up to Young. Young making his way forward in, but a nice stop from Ori as he bounced it off the head, and maybe plenty of steals there coming in as Pyro just misses that disc, and it will be stuck in the middle half.
Retep bounces over to the right side, looking for the recollect. It's Sebastian, but he's a bit slow. Maybe he won't be the one to get it. He does! Stolen! Have a good steal pocket pick from young B8E as it goes into the right side, into the hands of Retep. Retep now, back to Yasai. Yasai, all the way down. That's going to bounce off the flat part there, into the hands of young B8E.
Young now maybe looking for a dribble again of Jaxpie. That clear is not going to be quite through as Retep picks it up, sends a pass up to Yasai. Yasai now going across to Ori. Ori making his way forward, looking for his passes. Does kind of juke that defender, but puts a pass up to Yasai. Yasai making his way forward now up to Retep Worm. Retep again taking it slow, trying to make his way into the bubble. Does kind of get past that defender, but Jaxpie, right place, right time as he stops that goal and sends it through.
And now bouncing around the goal of Comet. That's dangerous. And young B8 simply just going to walk that one in practically for a slam. Dunkaroo, that's guaranteed. Now, 4-point lead. This is starting to look dangerous, and just 2 big mistakes from the side of Comet. I mean, they had that ding on goal when they were on the backboard, I believe it was. And that's the drawing point you just don't want to miss. You know, it's unfortunate to miss. But 4 points down is not nearly as bad as 5 points down. So they have made improvements. Now that one going all the way through, and the Joust advantage gone wrong once again as Pixel Craze takes it. Pixel Craze looking for the long shot. Guess who's back? It's Yasai. Yasai takes it now, looks for a clear of his own. That's going all the way through the stacks, though, from Fenrir, picking it up quickly as Pyro pressured by the stacks of Comet. But stack to stack, it's a passing play going all the way around. That might be close to being in, but that one's for sure in. Jaxpie 6-point lead, yes.
Now effectively doubling Comet's score. Nice strong lead again, 6 points in the lead, 12-6, as just about 9 seconds remain on the clock. So Comet have to make some quick goals if they want to do this with 2-pointers. They're gonna have to get 2, or rather 3 twos kind of quickly with the time they have, or they're gonna have to make 2 threes as the pass comes up to Sebastian. Sebastian taking the shot, and then there's the first 2 points that they needed. So now they just need 2 more of those 2-pointers to try and get this game tied up, maybe bring it into an OT and give them a second chance to take it in 2 rounds.
They Maybe just gonna take it in 2 rounds. 4 points off. It's doable within the minute. Gonna be very difficult, especially if they just pass around and waste the time now. They can just play time and win this game, and they're doing it with that reset. Pixel Craze now has it. Pixel Craze, they're staying in their own half. There's no need for them to push up. They just need to run that clock down a little bit more, and it might be the game over, the round's over, and bring us to a round 3 potentially. But look at attack coming in here. A missed pass though coming through, nearly recollected by Comet. No, Jackspy has it. This is bad if they score now. The reset, good option, but Sebastian takes it well. And Sebastian, now they're going to need to score very soon. They've got less than 10 seconds to do it, and that's not what you want to do to get in that goal. As Jackspy takes it, Jackspy moves it underneath goal, and this could secure the deal for the side of Fenrir. A cut pass, and Jackspy, that's it. That's round 2. A good job there with the cuts. 6-point lead with about 10 seconds less than 5 seconds. I think that might actually just straight up be it over.
And that will be it, as we will go into a 3rd round now, as Fenrir will take the 2nd one, bringing us to a 3rd, a nice strong lead, 14-8. And Comet just, they could have had that, but they weren't aggressive enough. That stack was out of sync, that they had it up front and just not pushed at the passes enough to make them a mistake and then get them a quick 2-point, because they needed 2 of those quickly, so that's difficult to do, and they needed to be very fast with it.
I think one of the problems that I saw was there was no lead in the first place. There was no chance really to keep the lead, and when you did, by the time that Comet started putting points on the board and started being able to do the counter QB where they could, where last time they made up the momentum and made up the points of their win, they didn't get many opportunities to do so, and most of the time they were in such a monumental deficit. The side of Fenrir could just keep passing it around again and again and again. They didn't have to move up very fast. They had such a lead, they could just run the clock down and play a clock game the entire time. And when you're counter QBing, you want to be hitting back hard. You want to be getting the points on. As I say that, pause coming through as Comet have lost a player. But as I was saying, they've lost Reddit, by the way, which is very sad. We'll see you soon, Reddit. But yeah, as I was saying, counter QB is where you want to be getting the points on. It's where you want to keep your momentum. It's where you want to put the team on the back foot, the other team on the back foot all the time. You just want to keep hitting harder and harder and harder until you put on those points ridiculously. And that's what they did in the first round. When they got those goals, they just came back all of a sudden really well. But this round, they weren't as able to do that because of such a strong lead at the start, putting them in such a disadvantaged state.
Yeah, I think there was times where Team Comet, they took it on their offense, they took it a bit too slow. They slowed it down too much, as in they didn't have any faster plays, at least in the second half, definitely, as they did in that first round. That first round, we saw a lot of cut passes, which got them a lot of goals, and they took that first round. But this time, they were kind of slower. Their offenses were always, their players were always sat on blocks, not for a few seconds, not passing it around, not going forward even. So I think, especially since they got into the second half like that, when they were down by a fair few points, then they probably needed to speed some things up in parts of their offense.
I think there's a crucial thing that a lot of players miss out, and the top teams do slow down the disc a lot, and it's great if it gets a good offense going. If you could slow down that offense as much as possible and really think about your choices, you're going to win offense 9 times out of 10. But slow down the disc, but the player's got to be going as fast as possible. They still have to be working on little things whilst the disc is slow. Just because the disc isn't doing anything doesn't mean you should be doing it. You shouldn't be doing anything. If you don't have the disc, you have a crucial job to do, especially on offense. Stun out the man that's marking you. If you get that stun, you have about 5 seconds to get away with him, and you have about 5 seconds of being an open man. You can go to any attacking position, get the disc, and just score off of that. It's very crucial, and it's very good. So if you can be looking to stun the man that's marking you, if you can be looking to get into a better position for the reset, if the reset can be looking to move it up to draw in a man, that's his job. The disc doesn't always have to be exchanging hands and going really fast, but the players have to be playing really fast. They have to be always trying to better themselves in their position that they have and not miss a beat because the other team won't.
What I always say is, when you're on offense, you have to basically outrun the defense, because what Comet had there was they were playing it slow at times, and the defense was able to cover them easily, making it much harder for the guy with the disc to get any passes and to just get in the bubble, since most of his passes were in the bubble, most of the players were in the bubble. So, like you said, you know, the players have to be moving. Even if the person holding the disc is slowing it down, the players have to be moving. And eventually the guy with the disc has to find the opening. And once he finds that opening, if it's in the bubble, it's got to be fast because, you know, the defenders are there marking your players if you've taken it slow. So you got to be a bit faster. And like I said, outrun the defense and you can eventually get that goal.
I think there's obviously different play styles, but you always have to be looking to not put yourself in a position where trying to find the words for it. But if you're not moving the disc, then you need to be doing something. So you're not going to just find opportunities and find openings in someone's defense. You shouldn't play like that. You're then playing to another team's flaws and their mistakes, and you shouldn't be doing that. You should be creating those mistakes and creating those flaws with enough pressure, with enough speed, with drawing a man, whatever that be. But you're never going to just find those openings willy-nilly wherever. You have to find the openings. You have to create those openings. And if you're not willing to draw a man, and that's what the reset can do. And this team is resetting so well, so beautifully. But once the reset gets it, all he's doing is staying back and staying defensive. You have to move up, draw that man. And that's where the offense starts winning. Draw the man away from one of your other players and then pass it to him, the open man now. And it's again and again and again. When you draw a player, there will be an open man unless he's too aggressive, in which case the goalie's marking him. So it's all about the reset, drawing a man, and then getting the open pass that has been created by that draw. But with that being said, let's see how it goes this time. Round 1 to Team Comet, and now round 2 to Fenrir. Quite strong on both rounds, but Comet once again coming away with the disc. A missed clear, however, back into the mid zone. Jackspy looking to get it. Jackspy stuns out your side. Jackspy's got the disc, and he's going to get the clear all the way through, bouncing high, bouncing above Comet's goal. Recollected quickly, and a dinging goal into that for starting 2 points from Pyro.
And Fenrir again with the early lead with 2 points. So let's hope they can keep their momentum again. If they want to take this win, this is their last chance. Final round of the game. There is no sort of backups unless they go into an OT, which they get another chance, I guess. As now Yasai takes his QB, will send this one forward up to Sebastian. Sebastian just jumping over that stack, but that stack is actually a decent stack from what I've noticed. It's staying together pretty well. They're moving around pretty well. So, I mean, it's a stack to watch out for in this game.
Yep, and now moving it forward. And the goal, boom, from Pixel Craze. I was not expecting the shot to come in there, but Pixel Craze, I thought he was looking for a cut or something. But no, Pixel Craze put it in for 2. And that's going to equalize points to all.
Now tied 2-2, as it is Fenrir with this just advantage. Coming out will be Pixel, taking this QB, will send it up to Pyro. Pyro doing some laps around the cloud, as now it is headbutted by a player of Comet. Retap button picks it up, looking to make his way forward. He's not getting pressured, so he just can keep moving forward, although a good choice to reset as he had hardly any passing options forward. As now YesIFX sends this one forward up to Ori. Ori 1v3 will send it across to Retap Bomb. Retap Bomb going for the cut off to Ori, and Ori off the head of Pixel for another 2. 4-2 now. I mean, Pixel must be getting annoyed. He's got about 6 goals for Comet so far.
Yeah, it's getting a bit unfortunate for the side of Fenrir. Pixel is definitely going to be a bit stroppy at this point. Good goalie work, but goalie ping advantage has not come in yet. Well, it has, but it's very buggy, as I'm sure anyone will know that's played with it. But with that being said, Young B moving forwards, taking his time, pressured now by Yasai. That's an under-goal pass and an attempt on goal. No, the cut is taking a good choice, but bad execution as it's gone slightly wide now, bouncing around into Jackspy's hands as Jackspy moves it up with a flick over to Young. Young not going to make the catch. Bounces around into Sebastian's hands. Sebastian looking for the clear, not going to make it. Bouncing high once again. Jackspy is going to be the one taking it. Jackspy stunned out by Retep Worm as Retep looks for this clear all the way through.
Jackspy recovering and trying to send it all the way back, but it'll just take a hit off the Geo and remain in their side as that comes in. Pixel picking it up, trying to send it through. Will bounce its way through. Pixel again picks it up, going for the long shot. That'll just be a little bit wide as it bounces out into the hands of Ori. Ori getting pressured, will just barely release that disc, but it will go out. Actually, I thought there was a backline player there, but Young, I believe that is sending it down to Jackspy as he just gets stolen by Ori again. Ori just making his way forward. We'll send it straight into the hands of Jax.
Jax Moving forward now. Taking his time. Juking around a little bit, just trying to draw out that player. He's done so successfully, and an open play is created. Ori with a good stun as Young B takes it. Ori stuns out, and Ori, the man for defense today, getting 2 steals there and eventually getting the clear out. Proper clear now comes all the way through from Sebastian. That's gone all the way through, but the stacks from Young B and Jaxpy. Young B and Jaxpy now going to clear this one through.
And recovered by Retep. Retep sends it forward, maybe looking for a dribble, but Pyro dismantles that stack and recovers the disc, as now he is taking his time on the ground here. Plenty of time for them to make a comeback. Still 6 minutes left on the clock and only 2 points down, as they do make a mistake there. Retep 1 picks it up. Far side of Comet tries to send it up, but Pyro recovers it off the bounce as that missed pass, maybe clear, happens, and now recovered by Jaxpy looking for the long shot. I'll just be a bit low and bounce back out in the hands of somebody.
Pixel Craze is the man, the myth, the man with the disc, but missing the pass. It's going to be in Yesai's hands. Yesai looking for this clear. Going to go right in front of the goal. Needs to be recovered now by a player from Comet. If they want to score off this, they do. Retep Worm now moving forward. Retep going to give it onto goal. That's a tackle goal. Flick to the cut in. Not going to make it, however. Sebastian takes it. Sebastian over to Retep Worm. Retep Worm's looking an open goal. And Retep Worm's taking it in for 5 meters away. That's a 4-point lead now for Comet.
Again, the goalie jumping out again for whatever reason. So now a 4-point lead to Comet, as it was another open goal, 6-2. As we approach the second half of this third and final round, will be Pixel taking the disc, stacked with Pyro, maybe looking for a bit of a dribble play, as Jaxpy receives the pass, doing a bit of juking in the tunnel, tries to send it back across, but will bounce off the Geo. But that stack coming back quickly, able to change directions, and now sending it back to Jaxpy. Jaxpy looking for the clear again. This wouldn't be all the way through this time, but that Comet stack is there first. Sebastian picks it up and looks for a clear back.
Makes the clear. Retep recollects. Retep now looking for this pass. Miscommunication, however, is going to cost them that disc as Young B takes it. Young B looking for this clear. And the bounce of the Geo now into the mid zone, into that tunnel. Young B takes it. Young B is actually going to be taking a shot, nearly with a shoulder shot. That would have been very custy, but now a missed shot coming from there. Back in the hands of Pyro. Pyro drawing a man here, trying to draw Sebastian. He does do so well. There's no need for him to be pressured, though. An open pass, gonna miss it, and now it's in the hands of Yesai. Yesai with an unlucky bounce off the pillar there, and now Sebastian's taking it. Sebastian pressured there by Jaxpy, does get the clear through, though. That's all the way through.
Clear goes all the way through, and that Comet stack is there first, picked up by Retep. Comet, another 2 points on the board. Comet now 6 points in the lead, 8-2. A strong lead for them as less than 5 minutes remain. So, I mean, Fenrir have to figure something out and have to start putting on points. Otherwise, they'll get a lot more difficult from this point on.
Stacks coming in fast, and now Fenrir. Fenrir need to hit back hard now. They need to get out of their own zone. Defensive QB coming through is Jaxpy. Takes it. Jaxpy looking for this dribble. Good dribble. Going to recollect. This could be what they need. Retep Worm, the man for defense. He's the one taking it this time. Now the clear comes through. Now it's going to be in the hands of Retep Worm. Retep Worm. Retep Worm. The stop, the clear, the goal. He's doing all the tricks. 1v4. He'll do it. He'll suffice. Let's see it. I want to see that. I want to see Retep Worm versus the entirety of Fenrir. But with that being said, 8-point lead now for Comet.
8-point lead, and even stronger lead. And like I said, Fenrir need to put something on the board now. Otherwise, it is getting more difficult for them. Less than 3 minutes remain. But 8 points. As Jaxpy is making his way forward, he's getting pressured. That person does get stunned out. Jaxpy doing a bit of juking. We'll send it down over to Pixel. Pixel just to a back pass up to Young. Young making his way forward, going for the shot, but Yesai won't fall for that one as he catches it and sends it right back.
Hold your breath for that one, ladies and gentlemen. Hold your breath for this shot. And Yesai sneaks it past the defense, sneaks it past the goalies from Fenrir and gets it in for 3. This is looking dangerous. 11-point lead, and I'm pretty sure with the time that they have, it's possible. But if we're all being honest here, everyone in chat can probably agree with me. This is not going to happen, especially not the way Comet's playing. 11-point lead, 2 minutes and 10 on the clock. The stack's coming out now, looking for the dribble play. Second stacks, trying to recollect it. Pixel Craze trying to recollect it. Pixel takes it. Pixel moving into the bubble. Cut pass. Young B. Oh, Yesai once again with a brilliant play, getting the save. And now Pyro stunned out by Ori. Ori takes it. Ori looks for the slap, coming back to Retep, not going to get it. It's going to be Pixel Craze. Pixel Craze underneath, goal pass, going to miss. However, unfortunately for the side, of Fenrir. Yasai is the man in goal today.
I think the thing that separates good players from the sort of lower level players is the pressure and handling the pressure. It looks like Fenrir, they're starting to crumble under the pressure a little bit. Their attacks, their offenses are rushed. They're taking shots on goalie from too far, in my opinion, because that goalie is able to save those clearly. So I think part of that is probably maybe a bit of communication as well, a bit of bad communication, as maybe they don't communicate well enough if they have time or not. But Fenrir, if they want to make any sort of comeback, they will have to calm down a little bit, stop taking shots on goalies. Now they're looking for maybe a dribble. Young and Jack's pipe will send it straight in the hands of Ori, and Ori will send this one right back into that bubble, maybe for another goal, but no, as is a clear from Fenrir.
Looking for it again. Retep stolen by Young B. Young B now going for the clear. And by the way, in case you have not already realized, they are out of mathematical time. There is absolutely no way that we're going to get a comeback here. And it looks like the game is getting taken by Team Comet. But they can put some more points on the board. Sebastian, little flick over to Retep. Retep with a stunned goalie takes the 2 from 8 meters away. 15-2. That's a 13-point win for the side of Comet.
15-2, definitely making a statement there in that third round. You know, it was close for the first round, and then they sort of took that lead a bit. The second round, somewhat close, and then they took that lead a bit. And now, the biggest lead we've seen so far in this game, 13, is big lead and good way to end off for Comet. And that's for Fenrir. I think one thing I would say is round 3, don't crumble under the pressure. I think that's what cost them this game, because they sort of took shots and then on the goalie, and then Comet were just able to get points off of those mistakes, and they made more of them towards the end.
Could be, but with that being said, Comet taking it. Well, that was an awesome game, but we've got a few more later tonight. I'm looking forward to seeing them. Indeed, with you casting again, Ollie, you and me together, we're going to do a few more. And Wolfo is also here. Wolfo is going to be tagging along for the block of 3 tonight. That being said, I'm sure we're going to move into the next ones pretty fast.
VRware. Our passion is for the future.
Hello everyone and welcome back to VRML Channel 2. So, this will be our last game of tonight, unfortunately, because of how long the first one took. We had to skip the one in between, but hopefully this one should be a good one to end it off. Rise versus Blank. And of course, it's me, Ollie, and joining me is Locky11 with wonderful Wolfo on the cam. So Locky, how are you feeling about this last one?
This is, and I say this truly, I say this about a lot of matches, and I don't mean it. This is truly going to be an insane match. In my eyes, I couldn't put bets on who I thought was going to win, and usually in this game, I know who's going to win most times out of 10, especially when it comes to a much higher level. A higher level like this, normally I can place my finger on the winning team, but in this match, I really cannot. I wouldn't be able to tell you which one I think's going to win, which one I know is going to win. I just don't know. So this is going to be a fantastic match. I reckon it's going to be a close game as well. With that being said, I just want to fact check something real quick because I just noticed that West is playing. Now, is West actually now a rostered player on Blank? I know they've had some changes recently. He is not. So that would make him a league sub unless they're going to switch him out for one of their actual rostered players. But I would assume West is now a league sub, which meaning they're going to use a sub instead of Charlie 13. That is going to be a bit of a disadvantage for Blank, I'm sure, not playing without without playing with the normal roster. Gonna hurt them, and maybe that's gonna cost them the game. But we will see. I'm looking forward to it. This is gonna be awesome.
This will be pretty awesome. I mean, like you say, I can't really tell who's actually going to win. I mean, they're both strong teams. They're both, I feel, evenly matched. And although Blank in the connoisseur votes is up by like 19 votes or something, 29 to 10 or something, I feel like it'll be pretty close. Saying that, it will be now Blank winning this Joust advantage, but bouncing off the pillar straight back into their side. That's an unlucky start.
An unlucky start, but an attack on goal here for Rise. A good cut pass and booyah! Potato thing to start them off for 2 points. Beginning the game with Rise's favor, and I'd like to point something out. I'm sure we'll see a lot of it, but Rise are a team I think are destined for master. They have a ridiculous amount of potential, but they always do this one extra pass that I love to see. And anyway, with that being said, it's now Blank coming out to start.
J for Jack. We'll just send this one back to Paddish. Paddish making her way forward, losing tracking on that throw there, but still gets to West as West sends it up to Alpha Wolf. Alpha Wolf now stacked with J for Jack, looking for a bit of a dribble here as it does bounce up in the hands of J for Jack. J for Jack blocking the first person, making his way in, and it does get stunned back by VX2. VX2 does dive out on that stack. It does come back. Dirty Mustard and Richie trying to get it out, but not quite as J for Jack slaps it back.
Good jump from BX2 there. Done his research. No, that's J for Jack's thing where he spins it, puts it in the left pocket. I saw that last time I casted one of his games. He always does it, but BX2 clearly done his homework because it paid off to get it. West now on the back line, gets the clear all the way through, bouncing near the goal. The stacks are back though, and Richie takes it. Richie now being pressured by Alpha Wolf as Richie now gets a clear all the way down. That's going all the way through, all the way into Blank's bubble even. Now the stacks are there for the side of Blank as J for Jack takes it. J for Jack moving forwards. West is behind him, ready for the reset. West is actually stacking up with him as J for Jack now looks for this clear, looks for the dribble play maybe. Seems to have gone all the way through. J for Jack is there. J for Jack is looking at an open goal. He takes it. Potato things back, however, in the end as that one bounces back in the hands of Paddish.
Paddish now taking her time out the logo area here. Just trying to draw out that defense as she sent up the pass up to West. West now just going to try reset it, but hits off the Geo as it goes into the hands of Dirty Mustard. Dirty Mustard getting stunned out by Alpha Wolf, and Alpha Wolf also getting stunned out. Potato thing now recovering it, doing a bit of a spin clear, and it does go all the way out back into the Blank zone now, and the stacks maybe coming through as it looks like Blank does get their first. Paddish picking up, sending it across, maybe a bit of miscommunication as BX2 gets there first, gets stunned out by Alpha Wolf, and a 3-man stack going on here, maybe a dribble with 3 players.
Dribble, and look who gets the stun. It's J for Jack. He's in the side of Rise. Resetting, good option there as Paddish takes it. Paddish now on the back line, taking her time, looking for this pass to West. Not going to make it, though. That's a little bit high, and now it goes into the hands of Alpha Wolf. No, it doesn't. Maybe into the hands of Mustard as Mustard takes it. Mustard now trying to get that clear, but Paddish reading it well. Paddish taking it. Paddish moving up the field. Taking her time with the disc, looking for the pass, gonna miss it though. Gonna bounce now, nearly back into her hands. It's all about Paddish today. She's got it once again. Now flick it over to the left side. Alpha Wolf's there to recollect. He's nearly getting a hand on it. He does eventually, looking for an attack on goal. Bouncing off the backboard, doesn't go in, however, as Jafer Jack tries to get it. But Richie's the one that takes it, and Richie gets this clear all the way through.
The clear coming all the way through, but Blank have all their stacks ready. Coming through is now West, picks it up on their side. We'll send the pass up to Jafer Jack. Jafer Jack now maybe going for the long shot, but he does get pressured, and no long shot, instead just a clears out. Blank stack does just barely miss it. Richie sending this one right back out into the mid.
I told you this game would be equal. It's 2-0 still with a lot of time off the clock as that clear comes through and the blank stacks aren't ready. Potato Thing looking to recollect it. He does. He flicks it back for the reset. Gonna be recollected now by Richie. Richie sending it up. Richie sending it to BX2. BX2 moving upfield, taking his time, flicking it over to the right side. That's Potato Thing. Potato Thing now sends it back to Richie. Richie with the offense. He's playing reset. Potato Thing back to Richie. The 1-2 play. They have a small lead, but it's a lead nevertheless. Potato Thing now back to Richie. This 1-2 play. It's worked out. Mustard now flick it over to the right side. Back into the hands of Potato Thing. Potato Thing opting to back out once again. Now he's playing the reset. He's moving all the way back. Really good choice to look for his options. The duck! Oh, that is cheeky. And now Richie's got it. This is the longest attacking play I've ever seen. It's working out well. BX2 stunned out by Alpha Wolf, however. Now Potato Thing might get a hand on this. No, Paddish does, and Paddish gets the clear.
And the clear going all the way through, bouncing straight back into the hands of Jafer Jack. Jafer Jack has an open goal, takes the shot, and he takes it. Blank now taking the lead by 1, and looks like unfortunately the goalie just hit his head on some geo. We all hate that when you just hit your head on the geo and then boom, you just watch the disc go into your goal. It's just pain.
It's so unfortunate. That's a 3-pointer as well, and they've gone from being in such a strong position to now losing, and that is going to hurt a lot more. A headbutt coming in from the side of Blank, but the stack is ready to recollect. They stack for it, they get it. However, now Jafer Jack takes it. Jafer Jack backs it out to Paddish. Paddish on the back line. Paddish now flicks it over to Jafer Jack, and these slow offenses seem to be working. Jafer Jack juking around. Jafer Jack flicks it to the right side. Cross pass. Alpha Wolf tack on bubble. Backboard shot. Maybe no to Jafer Jack, but missing the pass as Richie stuns out one player. Jafer Jack going to get the disc in the end, backing it out to Paddish once again. This attack is not over. It has barely begun as Paddish starts it up again, relighting the fire of this attack as West takes it. West on the right side, pressured. He's not ready for that one as Mustard takes it. Mustard loses it out to Alpha Wolf, and now looks like Jafer Jack has started out there. Now they're looking for stacks. They get the stacks. West is stunned, and now Richie takes it. Richie gets the clear.
The clear coming through into the blank bubble, but Blank is there first. West picks it up again, looking to maybe get stacked with Jafer Jack, and another dribble as he does send the clear. That clear is gonna be not quite through as he does handle. Just bouncing hands off BX2. BX2 now up to Potato Thing, and Richie trying to go for a dribble, but not quite going to work out as Alpha Wolf picks it up, gets stunned out by Richie though. Richie just going for the back pass up to BX2. BX2 going back up to Richie. Richie taking the shot, putting it in that pocket to regain their lead by 1 point now, 4-3.
That was nasty. 1-2 play to get the pocket shot off, and it's a 1-point game. You know I love these games, Ollie. I love to see it. When it's a 1-point lead, it's always back and forth. 2-pointers scored by the other team. That's a 1-point lead for the other team. 2-pointer again. It's back and forth like ping pong. A missed QB though. Potato Thing recollects. Potato Thing looking for this clear. Not going to be able to read it. The stack is still active though. Mustard takes it. Pressured by West. Mustard flicks it back. Looking for that reset, not accurate, but eventually bounces into the hands of BX2. BX2 pressured by Jafer Jack. Now with the pass all the way over to Potato Thing. Potato Thing with a tackle bubble above goal, and in the goal in the end as Richie takes in. That's a 3-point lead.
A 3-point lead, and it looks like Rise maybe gaining a bit of momentum here now as they have that 3-point lead, and it's Blank with the joust advantage again. Less than 3 minutes remain actually. This round has gone by pretty fast. It's now Blank rolling out. Will be Paddish to 2QB. Will send the pass up to Jafer Jack. Jafer Jack doing a bit of spin, dodges that stack, takes the shot, and just like that, he closes that gap and ties this game up 6-6.
Oh, Jafer Jack, laser shots today. That has brought his team back, and he's doing a lot of work to get his team equalizing here. It's 6-all. This is incredible. This is a close game. I knew it would be, but I didn't think it would be this close. 2 minutes and 10 seconds. The dribble coming through. It's worked perfectly. The shot covered, however, by Paddish, but Paddish now sending it over to West. West moving along. West now looking for this clear. Going to make it. That's beautifully made. J for Jack takes it. J for Jack takes the shot. Another one. J for Jack has hit another one, and that's a goal. 3-point lead. 9-6 for Team Blank.
J for Jack just keeps finding the cracks in that defense. Although Rise gets back first into the bubble, he just finds the placement and gets it right past whatever defenders Rise has in the bubble. So now Rise made a quick comeback from being down 3 to up 3 now as Potato Thing now receives the pass up top, doing a bit of juking, trying to get away from this defense as the Rise players do come through. Mustard picks up the disc, sends it forward all the way down. Looks like they may be going for a dribble, and Potato Thing steals it off Paddish and takes a shot. And just like that again, tied up 9-9. You were right, this is a very close game.
What am I watching? This is the sort of stuff you don't see happening when you have a 3-point lead with about a minute and a half left. You just cover the goal, but no, it doesn't matter. It does not matter. 3 points coming back and forth for both teams now, and it's incredible. However, Paddish taking it. Paddish sending it over to J for Jack. J for Jack. 50 seconds on the clock now. They're going to need to make something happen quickly. Either team needs to make something happen, or we're going to an overtime. West takes it. West taking his time, looking for his options. Flick over to J for Jack. J for Jack. Moving forwards. Pressured from both sides now. Potato Thing gets the stun, but getting the pass off. It's Alpha Wolf. Alpha Wolf has the disc, has the time. Backs it out to Paddish. Potato Thing pressuring now all the way up to West. 20 seconds on the clock. A goal here could mean the round one, sorry. Oh no, a missed cut pass. That's going to be punishing. And now it's a chance for the side of Rise to make it. Or we're going to go to an overtime. But J for Jack stunned out. They need to make this shot now, and they need to make it quickly. 9 seconds left on the clock. But no one's collecting it. 5 seconds, and that looks like we're going to an overtime.
Looks like we will be going into an OT in round 1, 9-9. It looks like Blank at the end were trying to bring that OT in because maybe they weren't in the best of spots. But now OT in round 1.
Overtime in round 1. This is incredible. This is a treat. I told you this game would be close, but even I didn't think it would be this close. We've got an overtime on our hands, and Rise are coming away to start, but quickly recollected by Blank as J for Jack takes it. J for Jack is pressured by Richie. J for Jack moves forwards, gets the clear. That's all the way through, bouncing, and now Potato Thing not able to get a hand on it. This could be round 1 for Blank, but no, the save. No! Oh my god, the save, but the Chicago. That's got to hurt as J for Jack slam dunks it. 9-11. Ladies and gentlemen, round 1. Overtime going to Blank.
That is unfortunate. The one time where you don't want something like that to happen to you, and just Jeff Jack slams it. Potato Thing grabs it, but Jeff Jack says no, and he just keeps going, and it goes in. So it'll be Blank taking that first round, and I wonder how Rise is feeling after that. A loss in the first round to something like that. They must have taken a hit in the mental, but hopefully they can still keep going.
Hopefully they can. I mean, that's an unfortunate hit at the end. It was such a good game, though. I'm so glad that I'm here casting this. I mean, round 1 overtime, and an incredible overtime it was. We had, at one point, like 4 minutes or so without a single goal, back and forth. Great defense again and again and again. Neither team being able to secure goals, and Blank just able to get away with it in the end with the Chicago. A bit unfortunate for the side of Rise, but they played so well there. They played absolutely fantastic. I mean, it was a bit unlucky on the headbutt as well for the side of Rise, but well played from both teams. Blank taking round 1. We still got 2 more rounds potentially. We still got another new round. It's a new day. It's a new round. Rise need to take this one to keep it going.
Yeah, and just to add on, it looks like the second half of that round, both teams switched on. It was much faster, and points are being piled on as now Rise looks to pile on some points as they slap it out, but Paddish recovers it and sends it out. Not quite though, as it is recovered by Potato Thing. Potato Thing getting pressured by a lot of players, managed to get away from them and send the pass to Richie. Richie now forward, but takes a hit up the Geo and bounces away in the hands of J for Jack.
J for Jack moving up, got the stack, got the dribble, looking for J for Jack, tries to recollect it. He does. Pressured now, stunned by Potato Thing as Richie takes it. Richie now Flicks it away. That's going all the way into blank zone. I don't see any stacks formed yet. Yes, I do. Rise, and the shot coming through. It's close, but not close enough as J for Jack recollects for blank.
JF Jack now looking for the clear across, and it is all the way through. That blank sack is there. West sending the pass forward. Up, but will bounce off to Gian in the hands of Potato Thing. As Potato Thing now just tries to slow it down on the ground. We'll send the clear through, sorry, as the stack comes through. Dirty Mustard taking the long shot and is good. From 28 meters away, 17 meters a second. This will start Rise off with the early lead.
Oh my god, these teams have two modes. They have two modes, as you said, in the first round. They've got either mode A, where their defense is beyond good and there's no goals scored whatsoever, or the second mode, where it's three-pointer after three-pointer. And that's what we're here for. That's what Rise is here for to start. Is this another three-pointer? It's close, it looks good. The stack gets to it first, as Richie now looking to recollect with the stack, not getting the stack though. J for Jack nearly gets it. Mustard gets it eventually with the stack as the clear comes through. Blank stack's not ready to recollect. That one nearly going in fact, off the bounce. We're going to clip at the very end. Richie takes it, gets a touch on it very quickly. Potato Thing trying to get stuns on all the players. J for Jack, too many as J for Jack takes it. Maybe looking for this shot. I don't think it's in though.
It's just a little... Oh, just dinging. That would have been good for blank, as now J for Jack picks it up again. Just on the shoulder, doing a bit of juking. Not quite able to get away from Richie, though, as Richie just send him out and send the clear through. That one's going to just get stuck in the tunnel, but actually bounces out back into the blank side. And now J for Jack picking this one up again, getting pressure. We'll just send it behind his back, I believe, into the tunnel, as it is picked up by Alpha. Alpha slapping this one forward. Maybe looking for a shot. Not quite going to be on, as it just bounces back out into the hands of... Looks like J for Jack again, as he recovers it in the tunnel, going for the reset back to West.
West. Moving it upfield. Now making the cross pass over to J for Jack. J for Jack. Once again, J for Jack, the playmaker this game for blank, doing so well as West dives to intercept his own pass. Maybe it was just a pass to West as Alpha Wolf resets this now to Paddish. Missed pass. That's going to be punished by Potato Thing with a good jump from his stack. Getting it clear all the way through, bouncing off the Gia around. Looks like blank stacks are there first, and Paddish is going to be the one that takes it. Paddish looking for this dribble play. Does go well for them. The second stack ends up taking it. J for Jack moving out once again.
The clear now coming through, a dribble attempt, maybe, as Paddish does recover it. Sending the pass up to Alpha Wolf, and Alpha Wolf on the backboard puts it in for the 2. Again, we're seeing this 1 point lead, 3-2 now, as Risers take just advantage, and just under 7 minutes remain.
3-2, but blank have started their momentum. It's been a long time, very low scoring game. It looks like we're in that first mode of great defense, but not much goals, as Richie makes the pass over to Mustard. Mustard all the way down to Potato Thing. Potato Thing flicks it all the way back down to Richie. Richie now all the way up to BX2. BX2 moves forwards. BX2 now over to Mustard. Not going to make it. Richie not going to make it either, as Alpha Wolf gets this clear, and that's all the way through, bouncing off the roof there, going straight down, recollected by Richie.
The clear now just getting stuck in the mid, as it is recovered by West. West now making his way forward slowly. We'll just go for the back pass over to Paddish. Paddish going down to Alpha Wolf. Alpha Wolf doing a bit of juking. We'll send it across to J for Jack. One-on-one with J for Jack, and the goalie jumping out, and J for Jack off a spin puts it in for another 2 to give blank that 1 point lead. 4-3 now as we approach the second half of this second round.
Spin to win for J for Jack with 11 points now. J for Jack is a tank in this game, doing absolutely incredible, getting so many opportunities from his teammates to just secure on them. With that being said, the dribble play not going to work out, as West takes it, I believe, gets the clear all the way through the dribble play, looking for it once again. They've been doing it a lot this game. Paddish takes it, backs it out into the hands of J for Jack once again. J for Jack takes his time, moves back, opts to be more patient with this attacking player as Alpha Wolf sends it over to Paddish. Paddish taking it. Pocket pick from the Dirty Mustards. The clear comes all the way through, bouncing low. No stacks to recollect it. Rise does eventually. Shot coming through. Saved by Alpha Wolf.
Saved by Alpha Wolf, but straight back in the hands of Mustard. Mustard sending it down below, but J for Jack with a nice read. Nice coverage there as he picks the intercept up and sends it through. Now the clear here. J for Jack going for the shot, and it's just a little bit wide. Picked up again, though, by Paddish. Puts it in for the 2 now. 3 point lead to blank.
3 point lead to blank, and blank are just hitting hard now. They started the momentum, and now they've just hit back every single time. But Rise have had a lot of opportunities on goal and just aren't able to confirm on them just yet. 3-6 now in favor of Blank. 3-point lead. The stack nearly intercepting, but Mustard is going to be ending up getting it. Richie takes the disc. Richie flicks over to the left side, not able to confirm on that one as it bounces around into the hands of, looks like Potato Thing. As Potato Thing maybe going for a bounce shot of some kind as J for Jack takes it. J for Jack moves upfield, maybe looking for this clear, looking for the dribble, in fact. Stunned out stack, however, stunned out stack 2, as now looks like it's in the hands of J for Jack. J for Jack going for the long shot, that's slightly high, but maybe going to bounce back in. Nope, not today.
Richie looking for the slap clear. That one's just going to be a bit off as he bounces out the wall into the Alpha Wolf's hand. Alpha Wolf now going across to J for Jack. J for Jack making his way in, looking for the pass, maybe doing a bit of juking. Sends it down to Paddish. Paddish getting pressure. We'll send it up to Alpha Wolf, and Alpha Wolf just messing up the gun because it goes off the head of BX2. J for Jack looks to recover, but not going to quite be there as now Richie picks it up, looks for the clear, but that one's not going to be quite be out as picked up, as it is picked up again by J for Jack, who goes over to West. West now across over to Paddish. Paddish now just taking it slow on the ground here again. They want to get a good offense set up. They don't want to give it up to Rise, as all it takes is another 3-pointer from Rise to tie this game up again, as West now goes back to Paddish.
West takes it, flicks it to the left side. J for Jack enter. J for Jack attack on bubble, but Alpha Wolf is going to be the one putting it in. No, missed on the backboard. That's unfortunate. West flicks it back, looking for Paddish. Going to be a missed bounce back into the hands of Potato Thing. Potato Thing stunned out by Alpha Wolf, and J for Jack's the one with his hands on the disc now as J for Jack dodges the player there, looking for the reset. Paddish takes it. Paddish now flicks it all the way up into the hands of Alpha Wolf. Alpha Wolf back to J for Jack. J for Jack moving into the bubble. J for Jack moving it just past the goal, as now it looks like it's in the hands of Potato Thing. As Potato Thing moves up, looking for this clear. Maybe he does make the clear eventually, and that's going all the way through.
Goes all the way through into the blank zone, just bouncing back into the mid, as it is a race for possession. Alpha Wolf gets there first for Blank. He sends it all the way through past the backline defense, back into the Rise bubble, and J for Jack is there first, going for the behind the back shot off the shoulder for the 2. Now Blank in the lead by 5. They've got some good momentum here.
J for Jack, oh my god, the spins to start the little bit of flexing, the little bit of schnaz on all of his goals, the spin, and now the back no look shot, incredible, but Mustard takes it. Mustard flicks it over. No, Potato Thing isn't able to catch it. This is a 5-point deficit. If Rise want to take this round 2, they need to get some points on the board, and they need to do it fast. A bounce pass gonna be in the hands of Potato Thing. Potato Thing flicks it all the way back to Richie. Richie moving forward to Richie. BX2 all the way up to that dangerous block. Attack, ding ding, and that's in on the ding ring. Potato Thing slam dunks it, and it's a 3-point deficit once again. About 1 minute and 20 seconds on the clock. It's doable, that's for certain, but how will they do it?
Well, if they're looking for the 2-point side of things, they need 2 2s to take the lead, not even tie it up, but they need to do it quick if they're gonna get 2 goals, or they can get the 3, which is a bit more difficult, but it will tie it up. And it's just 1 goal now. Richie picks it up, sends it up to Potato Thing. Potato Thing maybe looking for the shot off the ground. That's just going to be a little bit wide. Picked up again by Richie. Richie doing a bit of juking, send it up to Potato Thing, and Potato Thing puts it in for the 2. Now they have less than a minute remaining as they come out of the tunnel to get 1 more point, and they just need it to bring this into a round 3. But they're going to need to be quick about it, and Blank, all they need to do is keep possession. If Rise gets a disc, then they will most likely score, unless Blank can get it back fast.
The way Rise are playing with the double stack, it's so effective, and it worked so well just then. Bit of a dodgy pass there. J for Jack does take it. J for Jack does clear it, looking for the stack to follow it up, but it's the stack of Rise. This is the attacking play they need. They've got to dribble. No, into the hands of West as West passes it to J for Jack. This is bad. If Blank score here, it will be game over. It will be a 3-point lead, and that'll be it. There's no chance at that point. They need a turnover, but Paddish is just going to hold this for as long as possible. The stack with the pressure, the stun from West. West stunning that player there, getting uncovered. A missed pass here. They're going to need to make something happen. No, Alpha Wolf is the one taking it. Alpha Wolf, the shot, going to miss. Bouncing around. They're going to have less than 5 seconds when they recollect this, and this looks like it might be it. They have a chance here. 5 seconds. They're going to need to shoot. It's wide, however, and that is game over. Round 2 and the game to Team Blank. What a close one it was.
A close one, to say the least. A very intense one too for both sides. OT in the first round, and then this literally 1-point lead right to the very end in the second round, but just scraping by is Blank, as they will take this match in 2.
And I'd just like to point out before we end things, but we were so close to seeing round 3 there because, or at least in overtime, I think it was Potato Thing who got the clear. It was the ground shot that he might have been taking. It ended up being a 2, but the goal was open. I think it was open at least, if Potato Thing managed to make that shot. Difficult one to say the least. I don't think I would have been able to make it, especially not under the pressure. But if he made that shot, that would have tied it up and maybe, most likely, in fact, taken us to an overtime. But nevertheless, a good fight from Rise, to say the least. And I look forward to seeing the next game that these two have. I look forward to seeing how close that one is, because that was insanely close. And I also want to see what it's like when Blank have their main roster. Remember, they did use a League Sub West, but did that change much? I don't know. We'll have to find out next time.
And we're underway.
Season 4 of VRML Echo Arena is brought to you by HyperX, Asterion Products, VRware, Rebuff Reality, VR Cover, and ProTube VR.